What is up, guys? This is Nightmare, and I am back to bring you all some more Destiny 2 gameplay. This is still on the beta. However, today I was theory crafting a little bit with Destiny 2 and trying to think of some different builds I guess I could run. Thinking mostly about the Warlock, because I saw some potential with Warlock being pretty strong. This is going to be looking mostly at PvP, by the way, but yeah, let's get right into this. So, I'm not sure how Destiny 2 is going to be with builds, like if there's going to be any like build diversity or anything like that. Like if there's going to be potential to make builds. I know they changed how the subclass system works, so now you're locked into like a tree. So you either get these for here or these for here, and then you get to choose between your different types of jumps. So that's like the only thing you can really change, and then you just pick your two different trees. So it's definitely a lot more simple, but it kind of dumbs it down to a way that you can't really customize your subclass a whole lot. But so we're just gonna pretty much have to see how like different exotics, what different exotics do, and different legendary guns do, and armor exotics and legendaries. But so let's get right into what I was theory crafting. Okay, so first off, if you guys don't already know, they changed how the armor stat system works. So back in Destiny 1, we had 3 different stats. I don't remember the names of them. However, what they did was they reduced the cooldown on your grenades for 1, the second one was melee ability, and then third was your ultimate charge. So whatever you focused on the most was you would get these abilities back sooner. So you could either get like lots of grenades if you spec'd into that, or lots of ultimates, whatever. For Destiny 2, they changed that though. They changed this to resilience, mobility, and recovery. So resilience is pretty much how tanky you can be. Mobility is how mobile or fast, jump height, stuff like that. And recovery is whenever you go out of combat or stop taking damage, how fast you can start recovering your health. And I believe the speed at which it recovers. Yeah, so resilience is pretty much like your armor, or how tanky you can be. So what I was thinking is, with my Warlock, what I want to do is I would spec into high resilience and high mobility. And the reason why I would do this is because I can be really tanky. I find being tanky is going to help win your gunfights, like 1v1s or even maybe a 1v2. You want to have enough resilience or enough tankiness to be able to take the damage. And then you want mobility to help you get around, strafe, jump, kind of juke around and stuff like that. And then recovery is something more that you're going to be able to, like, you get out of combat, you kite around, and you wait for your recovery to come back up. Now, I'm not going to spec into recovery for this build. The reason for doing that is because we go into our subclass for Warlocker, Warlock, not Warlocker, Voidwalker Warlock. We have the Warlock's little special class skill. This is, I was actually using this one, Healing Rift. Now, Healing Rift is going to help get your, what does this do? Well of Light that continuously heals those inside of it. So the idea behind this is, if you have to ever get out of combat and get your health regened really quickly, you can just throw down a Healing Rift and you get your health back. So having that regen, the recovery, isn't going to be something we spec into, since we can get it from Healing Rift. Now, some people may say, okay, now you're not going to have as much damage output because now you're not using Empowering Rift, which increases your weapon damage. This is true, but when I was looking into this, I figured I can have more flexibility using Healing Rift. And Empowering Rift is very linear in combat. Like, you drop this down, and then you let people engage on you, and then you engage on them from a corner or whatever, which I will show a clip of this right now. So pretty much whenever you drop this rift down, the empowering rift, you have to drop it down into a place where you know you're going to be in combat, and then you engage. Or you drop it down and you let someone engage on you, and then you have more damage so you can pick them out. But this is very linear because let's say you drop this down and nobody's around. Well, now you just wasted your class skill, your rift. However, with healing rifts, you can drop this down in the middle of a fight, engaging on a fight, or someone engaging on you, or you can use this as a disengage tool. You get away from your target, you can heal back up. Now, how does this work engaging or getting engaged on in combat? So pretty much, if you don't know, Destiny, you have 2 health bars. Your main white health bar, the white health bar, and then you have a red health bar, and then a white shield. If you get overhealing or get a damage shield on top of that, you get a 3rd health bar. And what Healing Rift actually does is gives you that 3rd blue health bar, which is going to be very nice. So it's going to make you even tankier, which I found to be able to, you're not going to put out as much damage, but you're going to still be able to take a lot of damage, which is pretty much going to win you the gunfight. Okay, so that's kind of my idea with the Warlock. Using Healing Rifts, I get more diversity in the way I can use my class skill, and since this is going to give me good recovery, I can spec highly into mobility and resilience or tankiness, as explained. And the playstyle for this is going to be able to engage long range or engage close up, being tanky enough to take lots of damage and be able to dish out damage so you don't just get blown up. And then when you have to, your mobility is going to help you jump around combat, make it hard to hit, and then when you have to, you can disengage with your high mobility. And this maximum jump height is also going to help our blink, which why do I not have blink? Blink. So what blink is one of the strongest jumping skills in the game. I feel like it was very strong in Destiny 1, and I feel like it's going to be very strong in Destiny 2 also. Now, the reason why blink is good is because it's a flash or a teleport ability. This is going to make you be able to get in and out of cover really fast, which you can engage very quickly on a target, kind of like a gap closer. So I should have a clip of that, which I will show here if I do have that.
Secure.
Uh-oh. Oh. Uh-oh. But blink is going to be good because for warlocks, I found whenever you're gliding, you're just a very, very easy target to hit. You're just moving very smoothly, flowing through the air, and you're just like screaming for people to shoot at you. However, with blink, like I said, it's that very quick jumping movement. Pretty much when you're moving with your jump, you can't even get hit because you're going from one place to another like a teleport, like I said. So that's like kind of like the core, I guess, having the high mobility and then jump height with blink, so you get even more of a gap closer with blink, or an in and out tool with blink, and then you're using Healing Rift to make up for the low recovery. And then resilience is going to be good when we go in with the shotgun, which I'll explain later. For my grenade choice, I decided to go with Axion Bolt. Kind of, I don't know. Get on my face.
Fights together, stays together.
That guy's dead. Now, Axion Bolt was the grenade I used on my Voidwalker in Destiny 1 also. This is just a very high burst grenade. It sends out a bolt of void energy, hits a target, and it pretty much takes out a full health bar. Like I said, there's 2 health bars, the shield and the health bar. This can pretty much go through someone's shield. Or if you already have them at half health, this will finish them off, which I should also have a clip of that. Again, I'll post it here. So the reason why I went with Axiom Bolt over the other two is because these are like kind of like dots, I guess. Like they're an AoE like burn. Vortex Grenade is that continuous damage, so it's not high burst, which is what I'm looking for. And then Scatter Grenade is kind of just like a zoning tool, I guess. I just find that Axiom Bolt has a lot higher kill potential. It can seek out enemies, like it says there. It's very strong. Okay, so for right now on the beta, we only have one branch open, which is this one. I don't think I'll be using this one. Let me just recheck through this one real quick. The second, yeah, Devour. So I would like Devour because with my low recovery, if I get a melee hit on someone when I engage close up, I can fully regenerate my health. And then kills also give me health back after melee, so this could be good. I'm sure there's probably going to be some kind of exotic melee gloves, so I could possibly combo with that. Holding down L1 consumes your grenade energy to regenerate health, and then grants Devour. So that could be interesting. That would waste my grenade, but if I had to get an emergency regen or whatever, or proc my Devour, I could do that. Getting kills while Devour is active recharges your grenade. Okay, so that's like a very good combo. So if you wanted to like burn your grenade to get your Devour to proc and get some health back, and then this will allow me to get my grenades back faster. And then Vortex is like a big AoE damage over time. Okay. And then I think I liked Cataclysm. I've been using this. It moves very, very slowly, which I'm not really used to because I used Javelin in Destiny 1, which is the very fast moving Voidwalker ultimate. But this one's very strong, which I got some clips of that too.
3 minutes. You're winning. Stay strong.
Kaboomy!
2 for 1.
Oh!
Secure.
Power plant. All zones belong
Uh-oh.
to you.
Oh!
Not ask for a better victory.
Get that shit out of here. This can take out lots of enemies because it sends out these like seeker projectiles, which is like an Axiom Bolt. So it's very good. So melees grants grenades. If I drain my super, I get a grenade, or I get a stronger grenade. And then Bloom kills, Void kills, grants, cause the enemies to explode. So it looks like for PvP I'm going to be using this one just because it's going to synergize better with my low regen, getting Devour and getting this health regeneration, and then the Vortex. So this will probably be the tree I choose. So that kind of covers like the subclass, and I was mostly looking at the Voidwalker just because of it has Blink and the Axiom Bolt, which Dawnblade doesn't. We have Burst Glide, I guess, and then Firebolt Grenade. Right, so I think Dawnblade will be more of a PvE centered class, especially when I was playing it in PvP. I was having a very hard time landing the ultimate, or the super, the little dashes of fire. I was having a hard time hitting those, so I was wasting my ultimate quite a bit, whereas the Vortex Nova Bomb was very strong. So I see this being more of a PvE focused class Dawnblade. Okay, so for weapons I'll be using, I'll just go over that real quick, I think, and kind of like express my feelings on balancing for weapons maybe. So from right now I'll be using a pulse rifle or an auto rifle for my main. I just feel like this gives me the most consistency and with the best damage. Hand cannons are pretty good, really high burst, so I'm going to be using that as a secondary. Now, my thoughts on scout rifles and submachine guns are that they're very underperforming. I'm realizing that even at range, my scout rifle does hardly any damage, or any scout rifle I was using does no damage. And then close up, it's even worse. And then submachine guns also do no damage. If you saw my last gameplay of Destiny 2, I kind of expressed my feelings on that, how submachine guns need to be buffed because their damage is very low. Like, only time they're going to out DPS or out damage another weapon type is if they're in like shotgun range. So for now, pulse rifle and auto rifle will be on my primary. My secondary will be either a hand cannon or possibly a submachine gun, depending on how good they turn out. And then for my heavy or my power weapon, I'm going to be using a shotgun, just because this combos very nicely with the high armor and high mobility. So that's pretty much like all I can get from the game right now from playing the beta. Like, we don't have a lot of armor choices or anything like that. We don't really get to customize our stats too much. But I'm really looking forward to seeing how the game changes and how different armor sets will be and different stats they give. Hopefully, all the different weapons, we can find some really nice different weapons and stuff like that. And I'm really excited to see exotics. Hopefully exotics really let you customize your builds a lot more, and I'm pretty sure they're keeping it the same way in Destiny 2, where you can only have one exotic, so one exotic weapon and then one exotic armor piece. I feel like if you can have all your exotic armor, all your pieces of armor exotic, that'd still be really overpowered. But making very unique exotics for armor is going to make making builds something I'll be able to do with Destiny 2. But again, at this point, I'm still not sure if I will be making builds or not. But this is kind of like my idea and kind of my intro to making builds. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you enjoyed it, please make sure you like and subscribe. If you want to see more Destiny 2 content, let me know down in the comment section below. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, let me know in the comment section below. If you want more Elder Scrolls Online content, which of course I still will be doing, making builds and gameplay for that, make sure you subscribe for that. And like always, I will see you all next time.